If you are listening to this right now, pause for a breath. Not because you are tired, but because something inside you is listening more deeply than usual. What if the reason nothing is moving in your life is not because you are doing too little, but because you are chasing too much? What if the moment you stop running toward answers, people, success, love, or certainty, life itself begins walking toward you? Stay with me until the very end of this message, because what you are about to hear may gently loosen the grip of struggle you have been holding for far too long. Before we go deeper, take a quiet moment to support Inner Divine. Subscribe to this channel so these teachings can continue reaching souls who are searching in silence. If something within you resonates, leave a comment. Your reflection may become medicine for someone else. And please share this video, because someone close to you may be tired of chasing and doesn't yet know how to stop. Now, allow yourself to listen. Not with effort, but with openness. From the moment we are young, we are taught to chase. Chase achievement. Chase security. Chase love. Chase recognition. We are told that if we do not push, we will be left behind. That rest is laziness. That surrender is weakness. So we learn to strive. We learn to hurry. We learn to measure our worth by outcomes. And yet, beneath all the motion, many feel anxious, exhausted, and disconnected. Paramahansa Yogananda taught something radically different. He taught that life responds not to force, but to harmony. Not to desperation, but to alignment. The soul does not open under pressure. It opens in stillness. When you chase love, it often retreats. When you chase validation, it never feels enough. When you chase happiness, it slips just beyond your grasp. Not because you are undeserving, but because chasing is born from fear. Fear of lacking. Fear of being unseen. Fear of missing out on life. And fear interrupts flow. Have you noticed how the most meaningful moments often arrive uninvited? A connection that feels destined. A solution that appears when you finally stop thinking. An opportunity that finds you when you stop searching. This is not chance. This is alignment. When you stop chasing, you send a powerful message to the universe. I trust the timing of my life. And trust changes everything. Yogananda often spoke of divine timing. The intelligence that orchestrates life when the ego loosens its grip. The ego chases. The soul attracts. Chasing says, I am not enough yet. Stillness says, I am whole now. And the universe responds to wholeness. Look at nature. A flower does not chase the sun. It simply turns toward the light. And the light nourishes it. The moon does not chase the tides. It remains steady. And the tides respond. This is not passivity. This is deep power. True power is quiet. Centered. Unhurried. When you stop chasing outcomes, people, approval, and certainty, you create space. And space is where grace enters. Many people spend years forcing doors that were never meant to open. They chase relationships that cost them their peace. They chase success that leaves them empty. They chase belonging that requires self-betrayal. And still, something feels missing. Because what is meant for you will never demand that you abandon yourself. What is aligned feels natural. Expansive. Calm. Yogananda taught that when the mind becomes calm, divine intelligence begins to act. When you release desperation, intuition becomes clearer. When you release attachment, wisdom deepens. When you release control, guidance appears. Stopping the chase does not mean giving up on life. It means giving life permission to meet you. It means doing your part with sincerity. And releasing the obsession with results. There is a profound difference between inspired action and desperate action. Inspired action feels light. Desperate action feels heavy. Inspired action brings energy. Desperate action drains it. Your body knows this. Your breath knows this. Your heart knows this. If you feel constantly tired, it may not be because you are doing too much. It may be because you are chasing what is not aligned with your soul. When you stop chasing, something subtle but powerful begins to unfold. You return to the present moment. And presence is where life happens. People begin to notice you without effort. Opportunities align without force. Answers surface without struggle. Not because you manipulated reality, but because you harmonized with it. The universe does not respond to anxiety. It responds to resonance. Ask yourself gently, what am I chasing right now? Is it a relationship that feels uncertain? A version of success that feels hollow? Approval that never satisfies? What if, instead of chasing, you chose to come home to yourself? To stillness. To breath. To awareness. What if you trusted that what is meant for you is already moving toward you? When you stop chasing, you stop broadcasting lack. You begin radiating readiness. And readiness is magnetic. Yogananda taught that God works through calm minds and open hearts. Not through tension. Not through fear. When you relax into trust, you allow divine intelligence to arrange what effort alone never could. This does not mean life becomes effortless overnight. It means life becomes meaningful. You stop running from moment to moment. You stop measuring your worth by achievements. You stop confusing motion with progress. And slowly, gently, things begin to arrive. Not all at once. Not dramatically. But naturally. At the right time. What arrives then is not always what you chased, but what your soul truly needed. Sometimes what arrives is clarity. Sometimes peace. Sometimes the courage to let go. Sometimes the patience to wait. And sometimes, what arrives is everything you once wanted. But now without fear. If you feel lost right now, understand this. Feeling lost often means you are between versions of yourself. The old way no longer fits. The new way has not fully revealed itself. This in-between space can feel uncomfortable. Empty. Uncertain. But it is sacred. It is where transformation happens. The soul sheds before it expands. When you stop chasing, you allow this shedding to occur naturally. Without panic. Without resistance. You stop demanding answers before the questions have matured. And in that patience, wisdom forms. Life is not something to conquer. It is something to cooperate with. The river does not push itself toward the ocean. It flows. And in flowing, it arrives. If this message resonates, allow yourself to acknowledge it. Leave a comment below and share what you are learning to release. Like this video so it can reach others who are tired of striving. And if you wish to continue walking this path of inner alignment and spiritual clarity, subscribe to Inner Divine. Because the deepest truth is simple. You were never meant to chase life. Life was always meant to meet you. Subscribe to Inner Divine. And allow what is meant for you to arrive in its own perfect time.